nation's capital. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Striker, 3-3.
Throwing now is Lance. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Okay,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and a couple. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Here we go. Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Okay,
So
ready?
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Down.
This is 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Hey, computer. Black open.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On the set. Cowboy 80. Hurt. 79 Broncos.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here is Reddick. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hurry, hurry.
Now Reddick. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Come on, set. Quick, yellow. Hut.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Set, hut.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal.
Now a play fake. Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Ready.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 1, 10. Blue strike. Set, huh?
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
On play action, Lance rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Cowboys 10, Commanders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, great.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Reddick sets to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Go check, go check. Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Reddick to throw. That is caught, and he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Reddick sets to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. This one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Commanders nothing.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. but we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Got it.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Reddick. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Ready up. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fight 60. Ready?
Running right, it's Pollard. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
Here's Pollard again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready? Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Ready?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at Fedex Field.
Ready.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now, 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now an audible here into something else. To throw again on 2nd down. Reddick, he'll let this go for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Final minute now of the third quarter. A give to Pollard running left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Dallas.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Cowboys.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now Pollard. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the Cowboy first down.
Ready. Set.
Option play, here's Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on, 38. You, yellow. Steel, black. Blue, check. Ready?
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
They'll run with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Green Jack. Red. Yellow. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Here's Reddick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating and now trying to finish this one off. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now look out. He's to the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cowboys 31, Commanders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Reddick. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is playing?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 10 cycles.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They need 18 yards here on third down.
Steal. Check steal. Claws red. Set cut.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Pollard. Fighting through the 10. There he goes, left side. Still going. He's on his way. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.